since we said bye to the up. Still no news about Rarer, though. If only he was gone for good.
Hello! You must be the traveler. Mr. Flynn has been looking for you. Unfortunately...
A wild hunt? Oh, uh-oh. Come on, let's go! Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you? These bombs, so heavy. Klee was a brave girl today. I found a really weird-looking lizard. Want me to show it to you? Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you? Explosion inside city wall, grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people, Jean can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed, Klee be doomed. Those are the survival rules that the Knights of Favonius gave me. Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you?
Some of these people have no taste whatsoever.
Natlan's specialties are the best in the world. It almost goes without saying.
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you? Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get grounded for a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish taste so good. These bombs, so heavy.
Some of these people have no taste whatsoever.
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you? Explosion inside city wall, grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people, Jean can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed, Klee be doomed. Those are the survival rules that the Knights of Favonius gave me. These bombs, so heavy. Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you? Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get grounded for a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish taste so good. These bombs, so heavy. Cleo is a brave girl today. I found a really weird-looking lizard. Want me to show it to you? Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you? Explosion inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Jin can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be doomed. Those are the survive. These bombs, so heavy. Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you? These bombs, so heavy.
It almost goes without saying.
Some of these people have no taste whatsoever.
Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get grounded for a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish taste so good. These bombs, so heavy. Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you? Cleo is a brave girl today. I found a really weird-looking lizard. Want me to show it to you?
Some of these people have no taste whatsoever.
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you? Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get grounded for a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish tastes so good. These bombs, so heavy.
They're the best in the world. It almost goes without saying.
Where? Holy fuck.
Want me to come along?
Carving waves.
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy...
He's not seriously still getting. Everyone's here already.
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to... But it's like he just vanished into thin air. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can see, the Crystonite itself is...
And we're sure that. Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reiki of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to...
Traveler, there wasn't a shred of sanity left.
Yeah. Didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Ooh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage.
Yeah. If I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, unless something went wrong.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
There are many unanswered questions here. Besides his name and title, we know...
Exactly. I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in NodKrai, So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting... Last time we had Marionette and her... Paimon's...
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Somewhere like the Eye of Krati, or the Pillar of Embla.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these two locations are quite...
I agree, we should split up. Right now...
Wait, why Hisi Island?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki...
That's right. Yes, it could...
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But... And if we do run... That's when you follow the third rule of treasure hunting. Run like...
Don't like the flow.
I don't know.
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rerir, do not
All right, we better get moving. Come on, Anetha, let's go.
A lot of attention to here.
Faster, stronger. Faster. Controlled breathing. Bring it. Carving waves. Off we go.
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. No clue. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. So, you guys didn't find anything? Not loving the word.
I questioned a few, almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that, or he's just extremely cocky.
He's been biding his time for a while now.
No,
All we can do now... Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it, I swear!
It's Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Let's get over there, quick! Why is he attacking the Chancellor? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
This is insane.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now, you shall plunge into darkness. Felindus, soon, I will find a way.
Watch out!
Find them. Even if it means turning this place to ashes.
That was too close.
Oh, we barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. We weren't there for the whole thing either.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Kutar. Cross-checking database.
Wait, she's the...
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon. And just as many why they might despise it. I've never met that person before. But there was no why he holds me in such contempt. I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon...
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the traveler escape his grasp. This could be it is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you and seeks to take it for his own. But right now,
A counter strategy? We don't stand a chance against an... Surely our only No.
Running is our only option.
Huh?
You seem surprised. But what other choice do we have?
Well,
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to...
Wait, what?
Doesn't that make sense? A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while... What is it? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence...
We can't just roll over and...
yeah. Besides, she'd pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forget.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of
Riri's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee.
But...
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon side. They would make self-centered wishes. Force you to... If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything. After much reflection, any relationship based on need is purely transactional. You were born here, and...
Thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm a very well then.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant.
It is. Rejected by the world. My power is dwindling.
What do you mean, rejected?
The 3 moons belong to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been... The 3 moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the Frost Moon, I cannot wield the powers of the other 2. Yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuva. But this method of recovery is painfully slow.
It's the Wild Hunt! Even faster than we expected.
See how those Wild Hunt creatures are running away from us.
Then what are we waiting for? Ready?
Beware the creatures of the night.
Oh, they just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
Rear's closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Katar's help to escape! This goes on much longer. Rash attack!
Taurus, protect us.
Ultimatum protocol.
By the Frost Moon of old.
Look, rainbow! Go claw!
Observe the night
For the everlasting forest, lead this path.
You have this! Being done!
Preparing for dust up. Defensive mode engaged.
By the Frost Moon of old.
Rainbow! Go claw!
Annihilation mode.
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Hold up! Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir? Whoa! You're Varka? Grandmaster?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole.
Oh,
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
wow! Where are we? This...
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' aka the Black Market of Intel. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable... Anyway, where were we? Folks from NodKrai should allow me to introduce my...
You look way younger than...
Well, definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rush back...
Another.
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the...
Is that why he's been...
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't...
Note to self, Uncle Varka's...
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly...
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this wild hunt activity... that's a lot to take in.
I'm truly so... You stood with us against the wild hunt, and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a...
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. But now that a new variable is...
A new variable?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature. But that said, while I know I was explaining everything just now...
You mean about our
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also... I don't know who or what could pull something like that off.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log. A NodKrai and...
Oh.
Another dead end. Guess still, it's safest to... Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible... But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, but is it even... The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari, NodKrai of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So...
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to... First, we need to figure out how to take down... To my knowledge, the bulk of NodKrai's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with...
What if there was a way to tell...
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal... They say that back then, the 3 moon god... I now bear the Frost Moon's power.
Hold on. Are you suggesting...
The iridescent moon.
That's right. If we...
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things.
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one...
I know a way, but... We will need...
The experimental design...
Yes.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't...
Then that's settled. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, people's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. The wild hunt has plagued NodKrai for centuries now.
It's true. If Kutar hadn't given us that lead...
But where would we even start?
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstaking.
Ah, she heard me.
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal.
Details. Miss Sneffer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect... Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rarir. We can't do this without the Curatorium, but I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place? Now, didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub?
You really think he could have gotten settled in NodKrai without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course.
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to... Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis.
So you're just going to...
Why should I get involved?
What if we told you?
Oh?
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But if you insist on compensation...
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a moon chanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're...
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be if there's any way we can...
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favor. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well. Yeah, Flynn's. That fragment that...
Of course.
Let me borrow it.
Wait!
Shh.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. And that brings me to the third and final item. I'm in for this part.
Count me.
Come off it, you! I'm way ahead of you here. Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature. Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across NodKrai. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and...
I like it.
No biggie.
All right then. Once your team has finished their mission...
So we get to go hang out with Columbina. We get to go back to the Fatui headquarters. Oh, that's so cool! I love this. This is such a cool setup.
Lady Damselette, we've been doing our best to mind our own business lately.
We're not looking for any trouble.
Do I need to remind, out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all...
Let them in.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
No.
Sandrone seems to be in a good...
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear...
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time. Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past...
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
What? Huh? You mean, then...
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in NodKrai?
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in NodKrai are me and... What is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him. Is that a no, then?
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me,
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like you...
Who cares about how good first, Rosaline? Now you? I'm running out of people who can make...
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time.
Well, duh. Why... Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. Well, I guess we are overdue for a get. Have Febronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dear. I just got tired, that's all. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to... The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection? But that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demand... I get why you left. And frankly, but if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths... that might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else went... Huh? Listen.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really... Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time. Stay and watch if you want. But it'll be at your own risk. Don't tell me what to do! Stare all you want, Columbina.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you should... Come on then, Mr. Ray here. Let's pick up where we left off. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations.
Polonia, get it!
I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
She's not here. Where did she go?
Hey! Over here, you big...
Curse it. Moon, go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past?
Good deduction. But it's quite a different...
Whoa! Oh, I guess this must be Sumeru.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned.
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this... I've never faced Rarir myself. But from what I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it...
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still... And also how to make sure death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate...
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe, is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to catch... That shady merchant who sold...
Come on, Bob. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Hey.
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See?
Dori Sangama Bay? I never would have picked...
If you want to make it big in NodKrai, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happened... It was back when I first arrived in NodKrai. My trusty assistant, and wouldn't you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Now, so that, no, plus any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. Huh, what can I say? The great Lord So...
You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of...
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jet, at the very least. And
what if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation...
Is that so? Then we really...
You're...
a powerful woman, make no mistake. I can... If you're willing to wait, I can...
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that?
Of course not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No?
Let's just say I'm favors are the worst kind.
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all.
See you later!
Excellent. Everything is well. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. So remember. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Simple furnishings, table and chair. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Zolnari, unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Anyway.
Hi, Reverie. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that. I'll test it out, and if it's P.S. new stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few tea.
They didn't sign their name.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If he asks me, but if he invites me.
Felindus. That's...
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't... Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. I don't care if it's an impressive feat.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. That would explain... They even use alchemically modified strains for...
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy...
Making a big purchase. He really is a professional. Despite what he's become, Did Rary rip it out himself?
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered... It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't...
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. The burial place of a fallen moon.
Reverie, over here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vediflin here?
Hello there, Reverie. You need not address me so formally outside of court. He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it...
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to...
Who'd have thought the great twat...
I just didn't expect you to be the first one.
Yeah.
So, are you planning to come clean about your...
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be a member of the King's Guard.
Of course he does.
Me? Same old, nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved? It's nothing.
Vediflin, Dainslift's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary. And said to possess a wisdom far beyond the... And yet, despite the gulf between... Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother? Why did he react so strong?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. Perfectly normal. No different from... As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's...
Felindus? You're back early?
Our equipment's being... Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vediflin showed up today, too.
Ah, Mr. Vediflin. Yes, I've heard...
He overheard Dainslift mention that I'd recently proposed.
So, you're worried? We're nobodies. Why would the visionary be I'm sure someone in his...
Maybe.
You worry too much, Rarier. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well. Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this.
All right. Nobody's. Sounds about right. In the eyes of... Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is the opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Thelendis, It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together.
See? You just need to stay positive. I can feel your warmth. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way. That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will...
You go ahead. I just have...
Even busier than...
Relax. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really...
Well, that goes without saying. Besides, they're two complete...
All right. White outfit.
It seems like Rarier was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Let's dig a little.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rayhir of Solnari.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vinster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Conria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth.
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance. Many of its secrets remain unsolved.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even... How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners?
You didn't choose this life.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the... Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely...
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. Take care, Rayhir of Sol...
Thanks, Thorkel. Thelendis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to... But that's exactly why I can't. The Moonlit Dynasties are a thing of the past. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was... I have to get a clear answer from him.
Rarier seems... Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. I've investigated this whole area now. Should I try...
So, he's late after all. Are you waiting for someone, ma'am?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying. May we have a word in private?
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of her kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk. Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this.
Wait, hear me out. His name is Rarier.
What did...
A cruel irony, isn't it?
Why
aren't simple?
How strange. Rarier was nowhere to be. Rarier couldn't possibly know what happened if he... Why would her memories... The ceremony won't last much longer.